Professor Toto reporting from the wonderful land of Oz here on the Yellow Brick Road, called Today's News. Breaking news. Never ceases to amaze me how truth always comes out. And right now we do have breaking news I want to talk to you about in New York City. New York City. It is being reported that the grand jury is not meeting today. It was abruptly canceled with no explanation given to the media. Just this great big don't show up today type of event. Now, what does that mean? Here is the word on the street. Before I tell you the word on the street, I want to tell you the word from heaven. Yesterday, I made a video. It was on my live class last night called Strike 3, You're Out. It's available. You can watch it on YouTube, Facebook. It's everywhere on FHTV. Strike 3, You're Out. Because what we're seeing happen right now in New York City is part of the biggest story on the entire planet. Donald Trump is a marketing genius. And this is, oh my, it's the biggest story on the whole planet Earth, is the possible indictment of Donald Trump. He is sitting at home, probably smoking his best cigar and drinking his finest wine, rejoicing over this. Because today, Alvin Braggs, the DA with nothing to brag about, it is reported that he has hidden 600 pages of exculpatory evidence from the grand jury. How did the grand jury find this out? Yesterday, Costello, the attorney, went before the grand jury at the request of the defense, the Trump administration. And he walks in and he tells that grand jury, do you have the 600 pages of information that I gave to the district attorney? Have you seen that? And they're like, what information? That's a no-no. That's a big, huge no-no in the grand jury. To hide exculpatory evidence, causing that grand jury to make a faulty criminal recommendation when you knew there was evidence that you're hiding, that you did not disclose. Big no-no. Strike 3, you're out. Listen to me and listen well. Found out yesterday that Kim Clement, the House of Destiny, featured one of our videos on their live stream, which was a wonderful honor. I'm so thankful and just privileged that that happened. Millions of people watched that stream. And in that video, I showed you the story of Samson. Now, months earlier, I had preached on Samson and titled that sermon, Samson, a Shadow of Things to Come. That sermon is on our website, FHTV. And you can see in that sermon that Yahweh and God himself is aligning these things perfectly, because in the story of Samson, he was willing to be arrested for his nation. And he literally put his hands out. Donald Trump last week put his hands out and told the whole world, they're coming to get me on Tuesday. I'm doing this for my nation. Well, in the Kim Clement prophecy, it does not say emphatically that Trump would be arrested. It said that if he is, the ropes would fall off of his hands. Here's what that says in my spirit mind: that they may come close, and if they do, it will fall off of his hands and fall to the ground as nothing. And that's what we may see happening right now in New York. There is something going on there. And to God be the glory. Let's keep praying, keep believing, keep declaring that the plans of the enemy, I said on my show the other night, that the gallows that they have hung, they will hang from themselves, euphemistically speaking, Facebook. I'm not talking about literally. This is major breaking news. Anything they try to do to Donald Trump will fall apart. Now, I want to say something else about the whole Stormy Daniels thing. Stormy Daniels was on CNN with Anderson Cooper when all of this went down years ago. And there is her signature stating that this affair never happened. Anderson Cooper asked her, "Did you sign this?" She said, "Did I?" That's all she said. "Did I?" In the next interview, she changes her story and says, "I didn't sign that." And then in the next interview, she says, "I signed it, but it was under pressure from my lawyers that if I didn't sign it, they would make my life a living you know what." So that's 4 different stories. 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to fall into so many pieces that you would rather put together a jigsaw puzzle than to put this together when Yahweh's through. Strike 3, their first 2 strikes was their impeachments, 2 of them. They failed. They've got 1 more strike, and they think it's with the court systems and with the rogue district attorneys. But that's the 3rd strike before Donald Trump makes a home run and goes back home to the White House. I've been saying it for 3 years. I never one time told you anything about the military bringing him back or under a new republic or under this. I've told you from the beginning how this was going to happen. I told you we would take the House and Trump would take over the government through the House. It's happening as we speak. It's breaking news in New York City. We have more breaking news. The inflation rate just soared to 10.4% today. And now the government just said these words, and I quote, watching it on Fox News, "We're going to do everything in our power to protect your bank deposits." That sounded reassuring. Everything in your power to protect my bank deposits? I'm not trying to, they call us fear mongers when we say it's going to rain. What they called Noah. I'm telling every one of you, you better be preparing. Matter of fact, hold on. I just found out that there is let me see if I can pull that graphic up for you. There's been such a run on silver from these federal governments that it was just predicted that in 2028, the earth will run out of economically mineable silver reserves. What does that mean? It will get to the point after 2028, there's such a run on silver that at 2028, it will no longer be economically feasible to mine the silver from the earth. So anyway, we have breaking news all over today. I just wanted to update you about New York. Remember, Toto Live is every Tuesday and Thursday night. You can always watch us at 8 o'clock Central, and you will never, ever, ever lose us again. We have our own servers now, and if you'll look at your screen, that's how you can find us. Subscribe, no charge. They kicked us off of YouTube. We lost 200,000 subscribers. In one moment, we lost them all. Now, we are back on YouTube, but we have snuck back on. They don't even know we're there, I don't think. And it's just a handful of subscribers there now. But if you would like to still find us on YouTube, there is the QR code for YouTube. Watch us every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 Central, where we explain everything. We break it down for you. We give you biblical perspective. If you've not watched my video, 3 Strikes and You're Out, go watch it now. It's on Facebook, it's on YouTube, and it's on Rumble. And here is our Rumble QR code right there for those that would prefer to watch us there. We also have a Roku channel. You can go to Roku into your streaming channels and look for First Harvest Ministries. First Harvest Ministries, and you can find us on Roku. All right, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. Things are popping. I said things are popping. Yahweh's showing out. Everything the enemy's meant for evil always turns around for good. The good wins in the end after the temper of the times have calmed down. Keep the faith, folks. It only gets better.